Hey there, it's Jenny from Southern Savers. It's our Monday night Q&A, which is always a fun time for you to ask any questions that you have, saving money, couponing, whatever you want. I don't really mind, but we always get to come with a topic too. So last week, a lot of folks were asking about warehouse clubs, and we just said, you know what, let's make it the topic this week. So how do we save at warehouse clubs? Which ones are the best ones? What should we buy? What shouldn't we buy? There's a lot of questions there, and probably will keep us busy for most of the night, but I'm completely cool with whatever questions you have too. So if this is the first time that you've jumped in on a live Q&A, you ask your questions straight in the comments, and I will scroll back and catch up. If I get a little behind, that's okay. I will get to your question. We usually get every question answered before we hop off. I'm around for an hour-ish, sometimes longer, depending, but usually not too much longer. So we'll dive right into warehouse stores. To help me stay focused, I made a spreadsheet just so that I could keep all three of them straight in terms of what they were winning at or what the other one won at. So we're talking the main three warehouse clubs, or that's the plan. Costco, Sam's, and BJ are BJ's. In terms of winners, just across the board, most of you probably have a Sam's. So just the number of stores, Sam's wins on that one. They have over 600 stores in the U.S. Costco has 480-ish stores, so they still have a number. BJ's is much smaller, so a lot of us don't have a BJ's nearby. I don't have a BJ's nearby. They're only actually in 15 states, so they're much smaller than Costco and Sam's. Just to jump right into the big one, what about coupons? That's BJ's. So BJ's would actually win if we could all have one because they take manufacturer's coupons. They're the only warehouse that does this. Everyone else just takes their store coupons, but BJ's does take manufacturer coupons. And to try to explain, they have a unique policy. So if I went into BJ's and I found this, it's Dove Men Dry Spray, and they had 2 or 3 of these vacuum seal packed together, but there were 3 bottles with 3 barcodes on the back. I'm allowed to use 3 coupons. So that's how BJ's looks at this. They look at it as you're buying 3 units. Even though they're all vacuum sealed together, they're looking at how many barcodes, how many individual units are in there. Versus I go in, and this is a bad example, but I couldn't really hold one up in front of the screen, but you go in and you buy this massive pack of paper towels that's 148 rolls. It's just one package of paper towels. You'd be allowed 1 coupon. So that's the big thing to get in kind of your mind around with a BJ's and how their coupon policy works. So it's 1 per individual unit that is inside the pack. But just so you kind of get it with how that would work, it does make for some fun deals. So if you did walk in and let's say 4 of these, that's usually how they're sold in the warehouse clubs, 4 of these are vacuum sealed together and you have 4 $2 off coupons, I could do that. So it is based, again, how many are individual, and the barcode is the best kind of gauge for you. So look at the package. How many barcodes does it have? Not that they're going to scan all of them, but you kind of understand. But paper towels, toilet papers, those are the things where it's just this massive package. I'm going to get 1 coupon. Now, BJ's also has store coupons, and a lot of the other ones do too. So Sam's, Costco, BJ's, they all have their own store coupons. BJ's is going to let you use a store coupon and a manufacturer's coupon together on 1 item. So that's a fun one too. Sam's and Costco, they don't take the manufacturer's coupon, so I can use that with the 1 store coupon that I have, but I can't use any other coupons with it. So just be on the lookout for using those manufacturer's coupons if you're in a BJ's, and then aware that if I'm in a Sam's and Costco, I can't. Before we move on from coupons, though, there is one thing that you can use at all 3 stores, guys, and that's mobile apps. So Checkout 51 and Ibotta, especially those 2, allow you to use them at warehouse clubs. You still take a picture the same way. They even, both of them have specific coupons that are only good at those warehouse clubs. So it just depends on whether or not you're grabbing an item that has a coupon there. But if you do, make sure you upload a picture of your receipt. Now, I have a question for any of you guys that have done that. So for us, we've had a Sam's membership for ages, but we just got a Costco membership. Our Sam's expired and we chose to not renew it. We chose to kind of try out Costco instead. And walking out of Costco, unlike Sam's, they highlight the middle of your receipt with a yellow highlighter. Costco does a black Sharpie marker, and I didn't buy anything that would have been Ibotta or Checkout 51 related, but I did find myself pondering, how would that work with a huge black Sharpie marker right down the middle of your receipt? So if any of y'all have done Ibotta or Checkout 51 and had issues with those receipts, I would be kind of curious to know, because I could see that black Sharpie marker really not working so well with the automated computer that's running behind Checkout 51 and Ibotta. So I'm just curious if any of y'all have had any issues with those. But you can use them. I'm not trying to tell you not to use those mobile apps. You definitely can. They definitely give you the receipts. They'll accept them. They'll give you that money back for those items. And that's a great way to save a little bit more. So let's jump to the other one. So I just wanted to talk coupons from the start. And folks are chiming in with, like their 2 cents on the individual stores or things that they've learned too. So Donna says, RBJ's just opened and we're receiving an additional 10 cents off per gallon of gas for the next 6 months. That is pretty awesome. So first off, warehouse clubs and why people want to join them. Gasoline typically is number one for some folks. I know the Costco near us is $1.85 a gallon right now. And every state's different. South Carolina has really cheap gas already, but that is almost 15 cents less per gallon than regular gas stations nearby. So you're already getting a low price in South Carolina, but you're getting a chunk more from the Costco or Sam's or BJ's with their own fuel. So that's one reason to grab them. The reason that we did Costco, so we renewed our membership a week ago, got a membership a week ago, was for contacts. I have just gone back into contacts and put away my glasses for a little while, but contacts alone, per box, we saved $10 a box to buy contacts through Costco than to buy them from Walmart, to buy them from Walgreens, and definitely from the eye doctor. That's a no-go. You shouldn't ever do that one. Sorry if you're an eye doctor. But the contacts were $14 a box through Costco versus $25 a box everywhere else that I looked. That's a great price. At grabbing 6 boxes, that paid for the membership. So that for us was the main reason that we grabbed it. I am not normally a warehouse shopper, so just to emphasize that, we aren't going to go there for most of our groceries or our personal care or our household items. So to pay $60 for membership is a little crazy, but to have something immediately that you need like that, that becomes that instant savings, it paid for the membership. I actually got more than 6 boxes. I went ahead and got enough to last me like 9 months or so. So we're really ahead on the membership, but just to kind of give you our one personal example as to the savings there. But contacts are a win no matter what club you look at. They all have much better prices. And for my particular contact, they were all within $1 of each other. So it's not that Costco necessarily won over others. But that was the reason that we jumped in there and we were wanting to try out Costco over Sam's. Jonathan is mentioning too that Sam's, and this is where Sam's wins because nobody else has gone this route, Sam's does now have their app where you can scan the items. You basically have your buggy pre-scanned and ready to check out. I know a lot of folks are loving that feature for Sam's because your buggy's full and waiting in line for 20 minutes to check out is not very fun. That is a huge perk. Costco and BJ's do not have that right now. They're both very old school compared to that. Sam's also tends to win with online shopping. They've done a much better job of being kind of prepped to move into that side of things where BJ's and Costco are a little behind. So technology, maybe we give Sam's like a check mark for technology. It's one of the few ones that they win, though, on. Everywhere else in my little spreadsheet, as I was comparing the three, Costco and BJ's really kind of won out. Except, so Sam's wins on the app, and also to just cover from the beginning, Sam's membership costs are the cheapest of the three. So you can get a Sam's one-year membership for $45, but they always run incentives. Never should pay the full price, especially if you're getting a new membership. We see coupons, we see gift cards thrown in with those Sam's memberships. Never pay full price. BJ's is running a deal right now. There's a special link for BJ's, or sorry, not BJ's, for Costco. There's a special link that you need to go through specifically to be able to get it. It's random, but it works. So I'm going to stick that in the chat for folks if you're wanting to grab a Costco membership. Sorry, I'm having to think while I type. But if you head through the link that I'm sticking in chat, you'll find that if you sign up online, you still go into the store to finish registering for the account, but you can get back a $10 or a $20 gift card with your Costco membership through this specific link, and it's really offered through Citigroup. It's not related to their credit card or anything like that, but it's just an extra way to grab a savings with your membership. So I actually sat in Costco's parking lot and did that, went through the link just so that we could go in and get that extra gift card on top of the membership cost. So if you're looking at getting one, that's a link you want to go through. You can go to the regular Costco site, but you're not going to get that $10 or $20 gift card. And the difference there depends on what level of membership you get. Let's see. And Jennifer says her Costco uses a yellow highlighter. So maybe that's what I'll need to do if we go back. Just like insist, don't use a black Sharpie. I just have a fear that it's going to throw off the whole receipt. Let's see. And Evelyn's asking, thanks for telling us about you'll need a copy of your prescription, but they will also call and verify with your doctor if you don't want to go that route. So I had my prescription, my paper prescription already, Evelyn, and all I needed to do was just take a picture of it and email that picture to them. They give you the email address when you submit your order. But if you don't have a copy of your prescription, don't really worry about it. Don't waste the time. They'll call your doctor and verify for you. So you don't have to do anything. But it does make them ship a little faster, and you get free shipping, by the way, as well. So they come in like 3 to 5 days after you order. It's not too bad. And Tina's throwing in a good point for everyone. Thank you, Tina. I haven't used the new Scan and Go app myself. So she says the downfall to the Scan and Go app is that you can't use Ibotta or Checkout 51. So you don't get a normal receipt when you check out. Then I'm guessing you get your receipt emailed to you. And that's going to definitely make that not work. So if you're wanting to use the mobile apps with your Sam's Club purchase, you got to be old school. That is good to know. I do wonder if you went into the store, Tina, and you asked them to print you a receipt, or you went to customer service afterwards and asked for a duplicate receipt, if they could do that. I'm not sure if they could, but that could be something if you kind of already messed up and you wanted to do it, you could go that route. So Heidi is mentioning, let's talk memberships for other stores. So Sam's has the lowest price and always runs incentives. Heidi was saying she snagged her membership to BJ's for $25 through Living Social. So BJ's and Costco's, they do occasionally run deals for them, not as often as Sam's. BJ is second most often, I guess, in terms of deal. Costco, rare to see a deal. We'll take the $10 or the $20 gift card when we can find it. Occasionally you can find a coupon book deal. I'd prefer the gift card really over the coupon book, because usually the coupons are for things that I normally wouldn't have purchased in the store. But if we can find that deal on Living Social or Groupon, those are great places to check first if you're looking at getting a membership to any of the clubs. Keep in mind with all three of them, if you're hesitant, if you're thinking, you know what, I have no clue if I'm even going to save anything to be there, all three clubs do offer 100% guarantee on their membership. So that's kind of a fun perk. All you have to do is go to customer service and just tell them, you know, I am not saving what I thought I would save. I want my membership money back, and they will give you that money back. They also, all three of them, while we're talking memberships, have different levels of memberships, and we're not really going to go with the business level tonight, but there's a personal level, and then there's like a personal with perks level for each of the warehouse clubs. So $45 is Sam's entry, or to get the Sam's Plus is $100. So it's a little bit more than double, really, to grab the Sam's Plus. All of the upper level memberships give you cash back or a reward bonus back on what you spend in the store. And Costco's is the highest level. So to compare that rewards level to each other, that's really where a lot of folks have questions. Should we pay for the executive level at Costco, or should we go for the basic level? First off, if you go for the executive level, they will reimburse you the difference between the executive and the gold star level at Costco if you don't earn $60 worth of that 2% cash back that they offer. That cash back at Costco is the easiest to use as well. So you will get it back at the end of the year in one check, but it is a check that is literally 2% of what you spent. Sam's, it's still 2%, but it doesn't look like 2% because that's not how they've worded it. You get $10 back for every $500 that you spend in the store. It's still 2%. But you're going to run into some quirks because it is on a $500 level. I've got to earn to the next level to get the next $10. So you could really kind of find yourself in a little bit of a hole. And BJ's is similar to that. It's a 2% back, but in $20 increments that you can use at the register. So you could still find yourself also in a little bit of a hole with the BJ's program. So Costco's executive program is probably the most cut and dry and easy to understand of the three. Do you need to do it? That's really up to you in terms of how much you're going to spend in the store. To get $60 back on 2% of purchases means that you spent $3,000. That's a lot of money in the store to earn $60 back, which for Costco is the difference between the gold star and the executive. I will confess to you, I did not pay for the executive membership. In no way will we spend $3,000 in Costco. And the little man at the counter had a fit with that as he tried to push and push and push for the executive and the fact that I could get the money back. And so I will not spend that. So there's no need for me to have to go and ask for the money back at the end of the year. I just don't need to do that. Now, for some folks, if you're going to do travel through Costco or you're going to buy all your groceries there, then you should. It's going to pay for your membership next year. That's what most people say. Their check ends up covering their renewal next year. They're not making money on the deal, but it's kind of covering the fact that they're going to get a free membership the next time that they're in the store. Or the next time it's up for renewal. So if you're looking at one of those perks, just to kind of put that into perspective so you can kind of figure out whether or not you'd really want to do that. Aaron says, is there a way to do like a Try Me membership with any of them? Yes, most of them do offer like a one-day pass to let you in the store, Aaron, but they will charge a surcharge on anything that you purchase, and it's a different percentage on each store. But they will let you come in and walk around and get a feel for what you think about their prices in their store. So you don't have to pay to walk in the door by any means. You can definitely do a walk around if you want to go that way. And Kendra says, yeah, you'll always see those free memberships in the mailers. BJ's puts out a lot more of them than Costco and Sam's does in terms of coupon form. But you'll see that you can get those free trials in the form of a coupon or just walk up to the door and say, hey, I want to walk around and get a feel for the store. They're very used to that. One other inside tip, Costco liquor, you don't have to have a membership if you want to go in and buy liquor in most Costco's. Some will, but it's really because of state laws. So just a little inside tip on that one if you wanted to just grab alcohol there. Okay, good to know. So Jennifer says the cash reward at Sam's rolls over, so you don't lose the progress towards the next 10. So I was reading all the fine print today, Jennifer, and in their terms and conditions, it just says it's annually. and hitting that level. So it didn't say anything about a reward, but it's pretty awesome if they do have that, even if they're not putting it in their terms and conditions. Let's see. So I think we're caught up on questions there. Let's see, I work at BJ's and we do take more than one coupon for the toilet paper and the paper towels, which is great. In terms of the coupon policy for BJ's, I just want you to kind of know what the store policy is, and if it isn't multiple packages that are wrapped together, then they technically only have to take one. But if your store is going to take more than one, if I'm buying a 30-roll pack, I don't know how you would decide how many to take on something like that if it wasn't multiple packages, but if you were, that's awesome to know. Let's see. Now, Shanna says, what about prices? So just to compare the 3 stores, and I didn't do this comparison, Consumer Reports did, so I kind of trust them. They've been around a while, but a comparison that they did a couple of years ago across Costco, BJ's, and Sam's, Costco ended up winning by only a very, very small percentage on actual prices. So they took 40 grocery items, put them in each cart, and checked out with them at all 3 stores. And that's what they came up with, was that Costco was slightly cheaper. Really and truly, when it comes to groceries, I don't know that I would go down to comparing by the ounce, because they really do mostly sell the same items, the same sizes of those items. What I would be comparing is what are their sales and incentives like? So the big thing that most of these warehouses are going to is instant savings promotions. And to compare those instant savings promotions, that's where I would start with first if you're really trying to decide between the 3. So today, if I wanted to compare BJ's versus Costco, BJ's had 7 grocery items that were actually part of the instant savings for this month. Just 7. Costco, instant savings wise, had 75 plus instant savings offers. Now these, to give you an example, one of them for Costco this month, is to buy Boom Chicka Pop popcorn in these massive bags, and they're buy one get one. So I buy 2, and the instant savings makes one of them come off instantly. It's like a sale in the store, but they don't normally run sales, so this is what it will look like. You'll see on the tag right in front of the item, it'll say manufacturer's instant rebate. That's what they call it. So you'll get that buy one get one sale, or $3.50 off of something else. But that's what they look like. And you really want to look at what are the current offers this month. These are all online. You don't have to log in to see them. They're on their websites, so you can kind of compare across the 3 stores. What do the savings look like on things that I typically purchase before you jump in? Because if it's not a lot of grocery, and that's what I'm primarily going to grab this membership for, then I don't know that it's going to be that great of a savings. The same for BJ's. You can go ahead and start to compare those BJ's store coupons with manufacturer's coupons as well. You'll be able to see all of them online without having to do a ton of searching to find those offers. So before we move on, a couple off-topic questions, and then we'll jump into selections. And Kristen, you're right, better organic selections at Costco. That's where they won on everybody's kind of across the board. Anybody that's ever compared the stores, Costco definitely has the largest selection of organic items. So a question this weekend, I do have a workshop in Greenville, South Carolina. Where will it be and what time will it be? So it is technically in Greer, which is semi-close. Most of you guys would consider it all in the same area. And it is at, let's see, I want to make sure I tell you right, New Jerusalem Baptist Church. It starts at 10 a.m. You don't have to register if you don't want to. It just lets us get a head count, though. If you did, go ahead and jump in there and grab a seat. But New Jerusalem Baptist Church, it's in Greer, and it starts at 10 a.m. There is a Facebook event for it, so if you go to the Southern Savers Facebook page after the video and click on events, you'll see it, and you'll see the address and location to be able to get there. Oh, and thanks, Joanne. Joanne stuck it in there, too. And I'm glad. So someone else will be there as well. Let's talk let's talk products really quick. So the organic side at Costco, they have a ton, guys. And just to give you some ideas, so this is what we found in our store, and they all vary a little bit. But 5-pound frozen bags of organic veggies ranged between $6.50 to $8 depending on the vegetable. That's a crazy good price. So if we put that into grocery side for frozen vegetables, I would say it's time to grab Green Giant or Bird's Eye frozen bag vegetables when they're on sale for $1. They're buy one, get one. They're $1 a piece. You may or may not have coupons for them, but that's the time to grab them. Most of those frozen bags of veggies are 12 to 16 ounces. So let's hope you grab the 16 ounces. That's a pound. You're paying $1 a pound. But neither the Bird's Eye nor the Green Giant are technically organic. It's just frozen vegetables for $1 a pound when they're buy one, get one in the grocery store. So to get a 5-pound bag of organic veggies for $6.50 to $8 a pound, it's a great price. So that one, to me, they won on. If I were to give you a list of things to buy, frozen organic veggies at Costco makes the list. And they had a really large selection from peas to green beans to mixed veggies. They also went on organic frozen fruit. So if you really like to make smoothies and other fruity items like that, or just even for baking, their prices are really good on that bulk size. Obviously, if that's the item you're grabbing, you're going to want a freezer because you can only fit so many 5-pound bags of veggies in one refrigerator freezer. But that is one that is a decent price. That Sam's and BJ's, they do sell, but they don't have as large of a selection of it. And the same in fresh. They have a very large selection of fresh produce that is also organic. 10 pounds of organic carrots was less than $10, which is good. We could normally get a pound of carrots for $1 in the grocery store, so it's less than $1. But those would be the things to grab, definitely, if you're in the organic market. Jessica asks, what about meat and buying in bulk? Does it meet the buy price? So Jessica, for me, meat is one where it's not going to pay for your membership. They have decent prices on meat in warehouse clubs, but they're the same price as the grocery store sale price. And a lot of times we can actually beat that price through Zaycon. So if you're looking at buying meat in bulk already, I would encourage you to look at Zaycon first, and their website is zayconfresh.com if you haven't been there already. Zaycon sells bulk meat all over the country. We can get boneless, skinless chicken breasts for like $1.69 a pound. None of the warehouses usually can beat that price. So for me, going through, I found chuck roasts, which we do a lot of Sunday beef roasts around here. Were $4.49 a pound. In the grocery store, we'll get them for that same exact price. So it's not paying for the membership at all. And technically not in bulk. So most of the meat in the warehouse stores that's fresh meat is still in that normal size package that you're going to grab at the grocery store. It's not any magically larger amount of meat, but that's where Zaycon's going to come in. So the bulk meat from Zaycon would be where I would encourage you to go instead of the warehouse. And there's no membership fee to purchase from there either, unlike the warehouse club. Okay, I think I'm staying up on top of you. Diana has an off-topic question. What are my thoughts on Amazon buying Whole Foods? I think that one threw a lot of people for a loop this past week. I would say that it's Amazon's way of trying to push their Amazon Fresh Grocery and that they're probably planning on using Whole Foods like their own little local warehouses. It's an interesting market because I don't feel like a lot of the people that are buying groceries from Amazon are focused on organic. So choosing Whole Foods as basically your supplier is going to be a unique market to see how that fits in with Amazon Fresh Grocery. I know a lot of folks that work at Whole Foods that are probably a little scared as well. But it'll be interesting to see how it plays out. Whole Foods as a company has actually been struggling. Their stocks have been falling. Their sales year over year have been falling. Kroger has had a huge impact on them. So it's good for the company as the company was struggling. It's actually been bad for the other grocery stores. I don't know if you keep tabs on the stock market or not, but the other grocery store stocks all started crashing as soon as that announcement was made. So I guess some people are definitely worried about Amazon's impact. It'll be interesting to see what happens. Oh, and thank you, Erin, for sticking that URL in there for Lisa. So Zaycon Fresh is that website that I was mentioning for the bulk meat. Let's see. So some other off-topic questions that I have on the YouTube side. I received a coupon for save $4 off of Huggies overnights when you buy Snugglers. Can I still use a coupon for the Snugglers? So Michelle, no. The coupon, whenever I get a coupon for $4 off of this, when I buy this, it's really $4 off of 2. And it is the coupon for both items that that it's requiring. So I can't go and use another coupon for the other item. And what's the website that I recommend for buying glasses? So it's not the warehouse clubs, by the way. So I mentioned warehouse clubs are great for contacts. Glasses, I would encourage you to head to Glasses USA or Coastal.com, Michelle. Those would be the big ones for glasses. So both of those sites, you can usually, with a coupon code, get a pair of glasses for, and I'm having the hardest time spelling it as I try to type it in for you, but you can get a pair of glasses for less than $50 shipped between both of them. Just depends on which one that you want to go through. Let's see. Oh, and Shanna has a really good tip for anyone that is in the BJ's area. This was when she lived in New Jersey, but it could be across the board. She said she automatically got a Premier membership when she showed her hospital ID as a registered nurse, and that allowed her to come in and shop early hours before everyone else. So could be an inside tip if you have noticed an affiliation with a large hospital or a large employer in the area. They could be running incentives for your employer, so it never hurts to check. So let's see. I think we're all caught up on that side. And I'm glad to hear everyone that is enjoying Zaycon. So we've ordered from them for years, but it's always good to see other people's thoughts on it too. So Amy asked another off-topic question. How's the best way to use Kellogg's rewards program, and do I find it useful? So Kellogg's Family Rewards, Amy, I definitely would grab all the free codes. We posted 100 points worth of codes today, and they put out free codes almost every other week, it feels like. The big ways that I use their rewards program, if I'm going to make a large purchase, then definitely submit the receipt. But I'll confess I don't always submit my receipts. It's just a pain. I don't think about, oh, I bought Kellogg's items. Let me take a picture of my receipt and send it to Kellogg's Family Rewards. Since they went off of a code-based system, I've really redeemed less than I would have normally. But whether you ever submit a receipt or not, I feel like anyone who buys Kellogg's products should be part of the Kellogg's Family Rewards program just for the emails. They are probably the best manufacturer on sending coupons in their email. They send an email at least once a week. Every email that they send has coupons in it. $1 off any 2, could be just any cereals, any snacks, any Cheez-Its. And these aren't coupons that we can ever find in our Sunday papers. They don't put out a ton of coupons in other places. So grabbing just the email coupons is well worth it, even if you never submitted a receipt for them. But you can get in the habit of doing the receipt too if you would like. They do work directly with some stores through the shopper card, but not a lot. So most stores you're going to have to submit a receipt to get those points back. And if I've got the points, I will totally use them for the $1 off coupons off of the next things that I'm grabbing. But I don't always have them because I'm not always so great on remembering to take a picture of the receipt just for the rewards. Let's see. Another off topic. I have a coupon that is a manufacturer coupon, but also says available at Walmart. Yes, you can. So the big way to remember that for available at Walmart is if it says only. So if I ever print a coupon and on the coupon it says redeemable only at, then I have got to use it in that particular store. But you're going to find a lot of coupons. I was looking through what I printed today, but haven't cut yet. None of mine say it, but you'll see when you print, you'll see a lot of them that have maybe like a Walmart logo or even a CVS logo. But as long as it's a manufacturer's coupon, it says manufacturer's coupon, you're good to use it anywhere you want unless it has the word only. Then you have to actually use it at the store that it says if that word only is there. Other than that, use it anywhere you'd like. And we see a lot of Walmart because that's how they're kind of meeting one of their marketing requirements. Let's see. So Donna, you're asking email address. Would you like mine? My email, if you want to email me, is Jenny, Jenny, @southernsavers.com. You may be asking for someone else's email address, though. I'm not quite sure. But I'll gladly give you mine if you'd like it. So Aaron says, what about Target gift cards and overages? So a deal posted somewhere else to buy 4 razors that cost $5.99, a Target coupon for a $5 gift card with a $20 health purchase, and we've got 7 off 2 manufacturer coupons and the cartwheel deal. So this is a chic coupon post, and you were supposed to get something. So what's happening with Target and overages right now is that they are lowering the amount of what you get back. You will not, they'll either lower the value of the coupons or the value of the gift card, but you won't make overage on most of those deals anymore. So just to kind of remember that. I will, however, Aaron, if you don't mind, so it cuts off, and with Facebook on my phone, I can't see the rest of it. So if you, it cut you off at was supposed, I'm guessing was the end of your question. So if you could stick that back, then if you could, I would gladly help you out with the rest of the question if I didn't answer it. But Target is not doing overage on most deals anymore. They will reduce the value of the coupons in the end. Oh, and let's see, my husband's helped me out and was sending me the rest of your comment. So with Kellogg's Family Rewards, that was the email that we were talking about. Sorry. I'm glad we figured that out. So kellogg'sfamilyrewards.com is where you go to sign up for those weekly Kellogg's emails and their rewards program, whether you want to do it or not, but at least the weekly rewards, weekly emails that you're going to get really high value coupons in. So it's supposed to be a moneymaker, but when I did it today at self-checkout, the gift card said it was worth 5 cents. There is not a secret way to scan that. I wish that there was, but that is the way that they're handling all of the gift cards, Aaron, from here on. So anytime that we come out ahead on a deal, you're not going to get that money back. The only way you're going to end up with a moneymaker, and a good example this week is one on Tampax. It ends up being a moneymaker because of a Checkout 51 or because of an Ibotta. So if I'm getting that money back and it has nothing to do with Target and Target doesn't know I'm getting the money back, then I'm going to get the full value of my gift card. But if it does end up costing less than that amount for everything in the package because they're applying those coupons directly to the item, and you now see in Target when you're checking out the item that you bought and the coupon that you used right underneath it, it'll always be reduced. They consider it like a package deal now with the gift card. So hopefully that kind of helps in terms of understanding it. It isn't going to work the way that most of us want to. Oh, and Shanna's pointing out they sent me one too. So for anyone to check your email, Kellogg's Family Rewards pairs with Shutterfly a lot, and this week we all got an email for a free reusable photo shopping bag from Shutterfly. It's just a code. You'll still need to pay the shipping, but it's your own personal code to be able to grab those deals. So it's a fun one to always check for in your email. So to jump back to warehouses, because I'm caught up on everybody's questions for right now, but I'm completely cool with jumping all over the place. I like it. It keeps me on my toes. One thing that I want to talk about was prescriptions. That is a good possible reason to pay for a membership if you're on the fence. Costco's prescription program, Consumer Reports said, still came out to be ahead of Sam's, even though to me, looking at the basics, Sam's could come out to be better. Now, both Costco and Sam's have pharmacies. BJ's does not in most stores. So don't go BJ's if that's what you're looking for, unless you call and verify that your store has a pharmacy. Most do not. Sam's and Costco, they've both listed their full medication prices online. So you can do that research before you get the membership. Sam's has 5 medications. It's kind of like Publix. Publix does this as well, but 5 medications that are completely free. They are not going to apply to most of us. One is for folks with Alzheimer's, one is an antidepressant, one for prostate cancer. So you kind of have a mix, and one that was for diabetes. But you can look at the list. It is at, I made a short URL just so folks could find it. So I will stick that in the comments. But it is, let's see, sorry, I'm not so good at typing and getting everything in there, but I'll get it put into the comments for you guys in just a second. You do not need a membership to use the pharmacy at Sam's. You're correct, Jennifer. So there is an extra savings if you get the Sam's Plus membership, which is the $100 level membership. They offer 8 to 40% off of name brand medications, not needing any insurance on those. But if you don't want that, or you already have your insurance so it doesn't matter to you, then you could get the normal Sam's level or no membership and still use the pharmacy without a problem. So, and Terry's also saying South Carolina state law says you can't have to, you for either place don't need to be a member. But for some folks, it does kind of pay back depending on what you're grabbing. If you're going to grab a lot, the 2% back at Costco does apply to pharmacy. In other places, Sam's, your rewards do not apply to pharmacy. So it's important to know what is and what isn't part of the rewards program. But pharmacy is with Costco. So if you're grabbing the Costco membership and you have a ton of medications, that's going to give you 2% back on your medications also. With prices, so Sam's has $4 copays on most of their medications that are generics, $4 to $10 depending on the brand. And most Costco prices started around $11 when I was looking at the list, but you can kind of dig through for your own medications and compare them yourselves if you're digging and needing to really save on those items. Now the other side of things that folks have found that are helpful to grab. So this is one, it's always been on my list of tips for saving at American Girl stores and other places. Costco is notorious for their gift cards back. And I wish that I could show you guys some pictures from the trip that I took a week or so ago. But they have a number of gift card offers. These are on huge, big pieces of cardboard that you then take to the register, and they give you a discount on gift cards. And it does completely depend on just what's in stock at that store today. So doesn't mean you're always going to run in and find American Girl or find what you're looking for. Some of the ones that were at my store this past week, you could get $100 to Smashburger for $80. If you want to eat at Smashburger a ton, you get $60 to Cold Stone Creamery for $35. So it's $60 in gift cards, but you're going to pay $35 for them. They had 4 AMC theater tickets for $35. I have a hard time with that. I don't ever go to the movies, so my little brain still views them as being like $4 and what they were when I was in college. So it still sounds like a ton of money, but I know you're saving off of today's regular prices at the theater. And there were a few others, honey baked ham, there was a NASCAR racing experience, but could be something to grab if you're already headed out, or for gifts if you wanted to just re-gift them to folks. The Cold Stone Creamery $60 gift cards were really 4 $15 gift cards in the pack, so you could very easily split that up and give them out as teacher thank you gifts or whatever. If I was your kid's teacher, I'd be glad to get $15 worth of ice cream. But you can get creative with them however you want to grab them. But that is a discount that Costco has that not everybody else offers in their stores, and one thing to look for when you're in the store. The other thing that everybody mentioned, and I was kind of digging around and comparing prices too. I've never used any of these services, so if any of you guys have and you've got an experience, I'd love to hear about it in the comments. But both Costco and BJ's have travel services. Sam's used to, but they shut theirs down on January 1st of this year, so no more Sam's travel. But Costco and BJ's both offer basically travel vacation planning and vacation packages for cruises, for flights and hotels. You tell them where you want to go. As I was comparing the two, the easiest way to compare is to put in the same exact cruise and see who comes back with the better price. And BJ's won on that over Costco. But one other thing to factor in is that Costco does give you the 2% back on the travel purchases that you make, and BJ's does not. So the travel is excluded, and a lot of the BJ's rewards that you would earn versus the Costco side. So if the price was really similar and you were comparing them both, you don't have to be a member to compare those prices. You can fully see whether or not that membership would save you. And Sue just chimed in, and this was one that I read in comments that folks had left too, was that Costco has just amazing deals on rental cars. A lot of people sharing stories about how the rental car price ended up just paying for the membership for them. I don't rent a ton of cars, so that's not one that I would end up needing. And we all have different ways that we're going to use these memberships. But that is one, if you are regularly renting a car for every year on vacation, then that could end up fully paying for your membership as well. Let's see, kind of go down the list and make sure I didn't miss anything. Oh, and someone, Jennifer chimed in on Sam's having the restaurant gift cards too. And all the times that I've ever been to Sam's, I've never seen them. So I'm glad that you have. Thoughts on a global hotel card, earned rewards through an app, thinking about getting that as a reward for using them. So Aaron, I'm not quite sure, this being like a global hotel gift card, it still should probably work at a particular brand, I'm assuming. If it's not brand specific, then that sounds a little sketchy. But if it's good for any Marriott or any, Hilton, then I would take it if those were places that you were going to regularly stay at anyway. But if it's just for any, it can get really tricky to use those. So an example that's in a different market is Spa Finder. Spa Finder came out, and it's a gift card to spas, but you have to find a participating spa in your area. And for a lot of folks, it can be really hard to use. $50 to Spa Finder doesn't actually equate to $50 in a local spa. It just depends on what that local spa wants to give you for that amount. So I would have some hesitation if there was no brand attached to it whatsoever, as it actually applying the way that you want it to apply at those hotels. That would be my big hesitation. Katie chimed in with her 2 cents on travel. I booked my honeymoon to Hawaii through Costco and saved about $3,500. It included hotel, rental, and flight, and they had a flawless experience. So I was playing around. I am not going to take this trip unless somebody wants to pay for me to, but I thought it would be fun. We've got a fall break. It's October. This is the 500th anniversary of the Reformation, for any of you who care. And it would be fun to go to Germany. Now, keep in mind I have 5 kids. So playing around with what would that even cost? So that's what I played around with on both of the travel sites. And the prices definitely were much better. I could get a flight for $1,000 a piece. I'm not taking the trip, don't worry. A flight for $1,000 a piece just through Orbitz and Expedia for just the flight, or through BJ Travel, I could get the flight and the hotel for $1,000 a person. So I was playing around with a week. So just to give you that idea, and just a general idea on savings, it's very random, but the fact that it basically made the hotel completely free for the same amount of money as getting the flight from Orbitz or Expedia could come in to be a huge savings if by chance you want to go to Germany, and you can play with other places. I was just trying to quickly compare the two, not booking any crazy vacations like that. Kimberly says Sam's has a $500 Disney gift card for $470, and then you can use multiple gift cards to pay for your Disney vacation. So that would be one route to go. You're only saving $30 on a $500 purchase, which is really small. It's like 6%, I guess, of that gift card if we were to kind of factor in the math. It might even be cheaper if that's how huge we have to get the $30 savings to buy those Disney gift cards at Kroger, at some other places that offer fuel savings back on it. And I do, yes, every little bit helps when you're trying to go to Disney, so not to knock it at all. But buying the smaller gift cards other places may end up equaling to a bigger savings in the end. So normally, to give you an example on gift cards, and this is, I guess, a reason that I wouldn't pay for the membership if we wanted to just look at gift card savings. So a $50 gift card, we can usually get a savings of about $5 in gas savings from Kroger, from Bilo. Rite Aid runs a lot of gift card deals as well. They definitely did last week with Father's Day. So if I can get $5 back on any $50 gift card, that's 10% savings. And if I can stick in that 10% gap, then we're doing better if you look at it that way on in terms of a huge amount of gift cards. But anytime we can get 10% or more, we're doing awesome, and that would be what I would be looking for. Heidi, I agree. It would be great. I'm all about dreaming and just seeing would this work, but doesn't mean I have to go. And if you want to win the lottery and pay for me, that would be awesome too, but I don't play the lottery. And yeah, and you don't either. So we'll all be in the same boat. I'll just dream about someday going. I've never been to Europe, so it is on my list probably long after my children have left the house, not while they're here. I can't afford to take us all to Europe. Okay, so one other thing, and I've hit on this already, but just to emphasize with the rewards program, and then Jessica, I'm going to share your comment for everyone in just a second. To emphasize on the rewards program, the amounts that you earn with all three of the warehouse clubs are about the same at 2%, but the things that I earn that on are very different. So you want to pay attention. Costco, you earn it on a whole lot more than you earn it on at Sam's and at BJ's, just so that you're kind of comparing apples to apples. To kind of give you an idea, Sam's wise, I do not earn rewards at Sam's on milk, fuel, gift cards, pharmacy, any services, so like getting your tires installed and whatnot, and tobacco. At Costco, to compare that, it's still tobacco, fuel, and alcohol, but alcohol is only in select states that you can't, and Costco gift cards, but not the other gift cards. So at Sam's, it's all gift cards. So just to kind of emphasize the differences between some of those, depending on what you were grabbing, that 2% wouldn't really be any savings for you at all. So Jessica says, for Disney, if you have a Disney debit card, you'll save 25% on your vacation. So anytime that we can grab a Disney credit card, all rewards programs that are out there, you should take full advantage for if you're trying to pay for a vacation. And that's usually how we vacation. So it's using Marriott points and using a Marriott credit card to earn those points all year long so that we can go somewhere in the same way on the Disney side. So definitely. And Jonathan, it has a deal at Firehouse Subs. If you download the Firehouse app, you will get free food. So there's a lot of apps that offer this as a free sandwich. Some apps give you, TCBY is giving you $5 in free ice cream right now. Anytime you're headed into a restaurant, you should always download that restaurant's app before you go in the store. You will always get a coupon. It feels like Smashburger, you get free fries. Some of them it's better than others. I'll take the $5 free at TCBY, but that one is a good one to share. So downloading the app and grabbing that freebie from them before you decide to check out and buy is a good extra savings. Leslie says, when do we think that we'll see a deal on my favorite printer? So Leslie, we're about 3 weeks away from back to school deals. And as soon as those back to school deals start, that's when the printer deals are going to start to roll in. So I don't expect a really awesome deal in the next couple of weeks. Folks are kind of going into quiet mode in prep for back to school. It always starts the first full week in July. So as soon as we get into that first full week in July, we're going to start to see the free, the penny items and the freebies and all of that roll out, and we definitely see printers as well. If you want to hold out and you're not ready to bite the bullet, the other week that we will see it is usually the first weekend in August. The first week in August tends to be tax-free days for a lot of states. It's all about the same time. And so we'll see a lot of those stores put their computers and their printers and all the other devices that qualify for tax-free weekends on pretty good prices that particular week, because I know that you're going to tend to be in buying them. So if you see a deal before then, you can jump on it starting the first week in July, or I wouldn't go past that first full week in August. It's kind of my little window for back to school shopping in general. And I will be posting, it's on my list of things to work on this week, the buy price list. I post one every year of what to expect for back to school prices. So I will have that up within the next week or so to give you an idea of what you're going to be looking for on those back to school items. But always some fun deals to grab. One other tip, if you've never done back to school before, since we're there anyway, you want to buy back to school items for the whole year. We don't see back to school sales in the spring. There is no like second semester back to school roundup. So you need to grab whatever you think your kids are going to need now, starting in July, really not now, starting in July, and then be ready. Tuck them away. If you don't end up using them, you don't end up using them. Maybe you'll use them another year, but it's a huge savings to not be hoping for that January sale that isn't going to be coming. So just a big inside tip there. So across the board with all of these warehouse stores, a few things that I would grab there before we run out of time. The big end things, we already mentioned the organics at Costco. The other things that I would grab, over-the-counter meds. If you're regularly taking Zyrtec or Prilosec or Zantac, any of those, the price per pill is insanely cheap. So you can get a 365 count bottle of Zyrtec. That is one a day for an entire year for $13 at Costco. That's insane. It's their house brand, but it's the same medication. So it's $365 or it's 365 pills for $13. We will see off-brand Zyrtec and other stores. Now, if we want to go with CVS house brands or whatever we find, you're still not going to get any of those cheaper than $5 a bottle for 30 or 45 pills. Nowhere near 365. So OTC meds are always an in to grab at any of the warehouse clubs. Other things that I would look for, their K-Cup prices are very good. So I can get the house brand K-Cups, not always the national brands, but house brand K-Cups are usually about 33 cents a K-Cup. And for me, anytime you're less than 40 cents a cup, you're good to go. It's a good price for those K-Cups. These are huge boxes, so hopefully you can find one that's got some variety to it, unless you are cool with 100 K-Cups that are all the same flavor. But that would be another thing to grab. Electronics-wise, they usually have great prices and run incentives. So Sam's has had some huge deals with new phones launching, and Sam's gift card offers along with those new phones. But that would be any of the warehouse clubs on the electronics. One note there, Costco does have the longest return policy with electronics. They give you 90 days to return electronics. Everyone else gives you 30. So little inside tip as I compared everybody on the electronics side. Food-wise, I would stay away from most grocery items that are in huge packages that we see regularly on sale and that we regularly have coupons for. Now, BJ's is an exception there, but if I regularly see cereal, buy one, get one, and I've got coupons for cereal, buying a two-box pack of cereal for $8 at Costco or Sam's is insane. I would never pay more than $1 for that box of cereal, maybe $1.50 if it's the really, really huge box. Never $4 a box. Is it better than the regular grocery store price for someone who doesn't watch sales and doesn't coupon? Yeah, I guess you're saving a little bit. But if I am watching sales and I'm watching coupons, I never want to touch those items. So most of your national brand grocery items that we see across the board always on sale or we have coupons for, stay away from. I also would not purchase paper goods in Costco. So I mentioned our big, huge pack of toilet paper and using coupons in BJ's, but I wouldn't buy any paper goods in warehouse clubs. And this is one where it stumps a lot of folks because you think if I could get the biggest package of paper towels, we would finally save money on it. Most of their prices for a 12-roll pack of paper towels is between $16 and $20. So $16 and $20 for 12 rolls. We can get 6 rolls a lot of times at CVS for $4, $3.50, depending on the sale and the coupons. So we're paying less than $1 per roll versus more than $1 per roll in the warehouse. So don't fall prey to that one. Paper goods are not necessarily a deal. Other things to grab, their dairy prices are pretty decent. They won't pay for the membership, but they're decent. Meat prices are the sale price in the grocery store. So if you're in there, you can go ahead and grab them. Fresh produce-wise, can be a decent price, especially in Costco over the other two. But those are the things that I would focus on the most. The things in the middle. So all of these stores tend to have the same layout, and the things in the middle tend to be their seasonal. They change them out, and we get used to them being kind of like a hot area. You never know what you're going to find in there. Those items aren't necessarily a great price either, so don't be just caught in on whatever happens to be in the middle thinking it's this crazy good price. Not necessarily. I would always search for it and see if you can find it online to compare that seasonal item that they're selling. So Sue says, aren't the paper towel rolls much bigger at the warehouse? They can be bigger per roll, so even if you go down to comparing it per sheet, Sue, it still comes out cheaper in the drugstores. And I actually did a comparison. I should have dug up the URL for that, but I did it a year or so ago comparing Sam's to the prices that we see following sales. I didn't necessarily do it compared to any particular store, just what was a better price, Sam's versus other stores. And even per sheet, comparing apples to apples per sheet on all of those items, it couldn't touch the drugstore deals that we see on paper goods, which is where we're going to buy most of our paper good items, is following CVS and Walgreens and Rite Aid deals. So they just can't compare, even the fact that the rolls are bigger. Let's see. So with Heidi, with some of those deals in the middle, they are good prices, but some are not. So that's why I would just say Googling them, really quick. And even if they've got a regular barcode, maybe grabbing the Southern Savers app. If they've got a regular barcode, you can scan that barcode with the Southern Savers app and see how much is that item online before checking out with it in BJ's or Costco or Sam's, so that I know that I really am getting a deal. And some are going to be great, and some are going to be kind of the normal price that I would find somewhere else. Not necessarily a great price, though they want you to think that, because that's the whole point. We've got you in here, and we want you to think that everything in here is an amazing price, but really not everything is. So it's kind of learning what to stay away from and what to grab when you're in there. Some of the things that you may also want to grab, so I mentioned our national brand items to stay away, but grocery items that I would grab, they've got bulk sugar, flour, rice. Those are in huge bags. If you can use them, I would grab them. They're decent prices on those huge bags. Not everybody needs 50 pounds of rice, but if you did, it's definitely a decent savings. The same on the flour and the sugar. Those are really based more on the retail side if you were going to be a baker, but they can be a good way to save when we don't see a lot of flour and sugar sales outside of the holidays, if you wanted to stock up on those items. Okay, let me make sure that I didn't miss any other questions. I think we're good to go. And just scroll back one more time. You guys sometimes keep me going. And Erin threw in a reminder to not miss the Kroger free spinning game. Kroger always has a freebie game. She put the link in the comments. So if you scroll up, you'll see the link to it. But Kroger.com/topic/promotions is the URL. You play the game and you can win every day that you play. You have the option to win, or you can be like me and never win. It just depends on I guess the luck of your spin. But that free coupon will be loaded straight to your Kroger card, and then when you check out, that comes off instantly at the register. So one other thing before we hang up for the night, we have seen a ton of high value coupons come out over the weekend. If you haven't already grabbed them, the $3 off any Aveeno and the $3 off any Neutrogena, a new $2 off Tide, just some super, super high values, $4 off Neutrogena Cosmetics. I would grab some of those. The Tide coupon is only going to be out this week. It goes away on the 24th. So we got it for a 1 week window. Make sure you grab it while you've got it, because it isn't going to be around long. And right now through Wednesday night, we have a Checkout 51 $1 off Tide that you get to pair together. So that's $3 off of any Tide Pods. And you should do that. It makes the 12 to 16 count bags like 90 cents, 94 cents at CVS, 99 cents at Walmart. Those are coupons I wouldn't miss. So grabbing those. I did a video earlier today that's on the Southern Savers page just highlighting some of the deals too, or just heading over to Southern Savers, and the top coupon post is right underneath tonight's video post, and checking out all of the coupons that are in that top coupon post will help you find them too. So hopefully you guys can catch those before they're gone. And we will be back same time, same place next Monday night. I don't know what we're going to talk about, so if you have any topics that you want us to cover, shoot me an email, jenny@southernsavers.com, and I'll be glad to take us to that spot and help us to cover those topics too. But if you have any questions between now and then, send me a Facebook message or an email, and I'll be glad to help you during the week. I hope you guys have a great week and that you're able to grab some of the savings from around town.